amateur tip, because I ain't getting paid enough to get pro. If your pedal has the markings for 18 volts, you should give it a try. Now, some pedals, like Jason over at Tex Mex Effects Germanium preamp, you should not run at 18 volts. This already jumps it up to 18 volts from the 9 volts inside. You try to put it at 18, run 32, it's going to fry things. Vintage pedals, do not run at 18 volts. You will fry them. But if you see 9 to 18 volts, give it a try, because running these at 18 volts gives them more headroom, gives them more room to open. Now, Wampler's dual fusion, I didn't notice a very big difference when I was running at 18 volts, but it's worth a try for your rig because they interact, especially if you're using an actual amp as opposed to software. Now, the Zora, this is the one you want to run at 18 volts, because this one really opens up, it blooms, it really changes the character of this pedal to run at 18 volts over 9 volts. If you watch the first videos I put out where I first got the Zora, everything was running 9 volts. It sounds good, but it was kind of not amazing, and my brain was trying to compare it with the other pedals on my board, especially the Earthquaker Plumes and the Black Mass Effects 1312. And I really wasn't going, I don't see where this is a whole lot better than either of those. It stacked well with them, but it wasn't great on its own. I noticed the 18 volts, I tried it, and honestly, I think the gain knob, because this is adjusting bias as opposed to amplitude going into components, maybe that's where this is coming from. But this unit running at 18 volts is a massive tonal shift. It really opens it up. Earthquaker described this as a high fidelity pedal, and I wasn't really feeling that until I ran this at 18 volts. At 18 volts, this thing is a beast. This is where I pretty much leave it. Despite the fact that these are passive EQs, they are really powerful. So there's a little bit of scoop, a little bit of bass cut, a little bit of treble boost off of zero, even though it's all passive to begin with. And then that weight control just passed up. Not running a ton of gain on this bias adjustment. That's the level, sorry. Not running a ton of gain just past 12 o'clock on that bias adjustment, and then the level just kind of pushing further just to push the two tube amps I'm using into further clipping. But give it a try, especially if you have this pedal or any pedal which is marked 9 to 18 volts. But if it's only marked 9 volts, read up before you attempt it, because it may very likely fry things.